Let's imagine the world took the most absurd and paradoxical turn. The US and Israel, countries that have been almost like family for decades, suddenly go to war. Not a disagreement at the UN, not economic sanctions, not diplomatic quarrels, but a real full-scale war. How could something like this even happen? Let's say there's a catastrophic geopolitical shift. A radical isolationist government takes over in the US and abruptly cuts ties with its Middle Eastern allies. Israel, feeling cornered, lashes out first, or perhaps it is the other way around. The US accuses Israel of regional aggression, threatens sanctions, halts military aid. In response, Israel strikes not with words, but with missiles. And so it begins. Of course, the military power between them isn't equal. The US is a global war machine. Aircraft carriers, bombers, nuclear submarines. It's a military capable of fighting on several continents at once. But Israel is not someone to underestimate. This isn't just a small but proud country. It has some of the most advanced air defense systems in the world. Its own nuclear arsenal, stealth submarines, and swarms of drones ready to strike. More than that, Israel's forged by paranoia. Decades surrounded by threats, raised on military readiness. Its army is like a permanently armed machine. They act fast, unpredictably, and decisively. And they don't accept defeat. Suppose Israel strikes first. It's in their doctrine attack before being attacked. In the first few hours, US military installations in Qatar, Bahrain, and Jordan are hit by precise missile strikes. It becomes clear this was planned. Israel was ready. The US responds instantly. The carrier strike groups move into the region. CENTCOM bases go on high alert. Strategic bombers take to the sky. At this point, the war enters a mere stage, brute force versus surgical strikes. While the US relies on overwhelming force and global logistics, Israel hits with agility, deception, and speed. It's not a war of attrition. It's a duel of doctrine. Then comes the cyber war. Israel deploys elite cyber units to hit US logistics, GPS networks, and power grids. In return, the US crashes Israeli banking systems and civilian infrastructure. This is a war where cutting electricity in Tel Aviv is more effective than bombing an airbase. And then, the darkest card on the table, nuclear weapons. Israel, under heavy bombardment, might consider a tactical nuclear strike not to win. But to send a message, we will go all the way. The US responds with a red line warning. Its nuclear triad goes on alert. The world holds its breath. One wrong step B, and there are no winners, only radioactive silence. Meanwhile, the world watches in panic. The split some nations demand an immediate ceasefire. Others hesitate to oppose the US. Russia and China seize the moment, offering to mediate, but clearly aiming to weaken the West. The Middle East ignites. Palestine, Iran, Hezbollah all smell opportunity. But this Chimie, the map is different. With Israel fighting the US, no one knows what comes next. Casualties. Catastrophic. Thousands dead cities in ruin. Economies collapsed. Trust shattered. For Israel, a diplomatic freeze and devastation. For the US, a loss of dominance and internal crises. No one wins. Not really. This war would be a reminder that even the strongest alliances can fall, that no superpower is invulnerable, that insanity can become policy under pressure. Thankfully, this scenario is just imagination, the kind that lives in simulations and on your YouTube channel. But before calling anything impossible, it's worth thinking twice.